But look, I really believe in the work that Break do. So for a long time, I was really keen to get involved in charity. And my dad was a charity worker. So I grew up in a family where charity was always at the heart of everything that we did. And I remember when I first got my job on Children's BBC, way back in 2001, I said to him, look, I really want to work with a charity to make a genuine difference. And the first thing my dad said was, you need to do something with Break. And I was so impressed when I first went to meet them to talk about all the work they do, from the homes where the young people feel loved and they have security for the first time in their lives, all the way through to visiting their facilities. There was one where we would go in and we would have a conversation with someone who brings two parents together who are going through a really difficult time with their children. It's the only time those two parents with their kids can sit and have a civil conversation. You all, I'm sure, have seen the stats that social mobility in Norwich is the second lowest in the whole of the UK. And I really feel like we are so blessed to have such a beautiful city and such an incredible county. There are so many amazing things going for Norfolk and for Norwich. But there are also some incredible problems, and I think sometimes the beauty of what's around us masks these things. And I'm a really firm believer in the power of charity. 88% of consumers now say that they're more likely to buy from a business that have a really strong CSR arm. There's also evidence now that says that you can hire better people, you can retain your staff better if you have a really strong CSR outlook, if you're actually genuinely doing things with charities in the local region that are making a huge difference. And if you're looking to work with a charity, if you've come here this evening because you think that you or your business or the people in your business would like to do work with charities, I'm really only here to stand up and say that I have been in the heart of Break. For 10 years I was an ambassador, I was involved as a patron. I've seen them at the coalface, I've seen them working in the hardest of conditions, I've seen the young people whose lives they change. And I think what's really important is that we're not talking about young people who haven't got talent, we're talking about young people who haven't got access. And I think there's a huge difference there, because I definitely thought, you know, I had a lovely upbringing in Upper Stoke Holy Cross just down the road from here. And I've definitely had this belief when I was younger that the biggest problem with young people that had no opportunities was that they didn't have the talent, they didn't have the drive, they didn't have the ambition. They probably haven't got the role models. They probably haven't got the right messaging. They probably have never been shown what they can achieve in their lives. And it's all about helping them have access to that. I've had conversations with the most incredible people who wouldn't be doing what they do without charity. It's not about the talent that these young people have. It's the access to the care, the help, the support, the mindset, and your businesses can help change that. And if you are thinking of doing it and you want to do it in Norfolk, I honestly couldn't recommend anyone better than Break.